Minerva Podcast, episode 20, with, well, us and Donna, because... Is it the boys if it's just two of us? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It's still boys, plural.
Alright.
We are still more than one.
It's true,
still
yeah.
more than one.
You know, chat, I tried so hard to be all professional and ahead of myself this time. And, I was, actually, but that's okay.
Got so far.
Got so far, but...
In the end, it didn't even matter.
We told
Didn't even
Jaffe
matter.
to be here, and...
Spoke to him last night or early this morning.
I'm about to pull
Told
him
him to
out
be
of
here.
bed.
I called him on Snapchat like 20 minutes ago.
You know, we have a 6-person version of this overlay. We have the 5-person, 4-person. I figured, nah, we'll never need a 3-person. Next week, I'll be more prepared.
He's Canadian.
Yeah.
Show us the mouse pad. There are videos and pictures of the mouse pad in its place, dude. Okay.
There you go. That's the mouse pad. Yeah.
It's back over there.
I didn't get asked about it like a decent amount of time after I made that video, but now like it's been a little while and I've been asked twice today. And Aphid is in the chat. So that's what we were talking about before the show. He super chatted 10 in the pre-show. Like I schedule the stream in advance. I let people know that it's gonna be, you know, everybody can see that it's scheduled. And he donated 10 before we were even live, 20 minutes before the show, and now he's coming in with 50 in the chat, even though I have alerts off. And
it's okay.
It's okay.
Aphid's your sugar daddy. It's all right. You just roll with it.
He doesn't need an alert. He knows we see him. Thank you, Aphid. Holy shit. Yeah, what happened to your background? That's what I'm saying, is we have this nice overlay. I'll show it. It'll look really funky when we're all... But, like, I had nameplates and everything. Stelly hooked us up. It's looking great. But I don't... That doesn't look good at all if we don't... Oops, my bad. I need to turn something on. There we go. So this is not the overlay we're supposed to be using, but, you know, it's literally all I have when we're only at 3 people, so I'm going to make the most of it.
You can do, whatever.
Yeah, no, Stelly helped a ton, though. We cleaned up the merch. We just put the link at the top, Patreon to support me and the community, because, you know, a lot of my money ends up paying for the servers and shit like that. And Minecraft servers, not cheap. Then we got all our social media over there. Talk to us. It's a little bit smaller, as we found out last stream. It's not quite the perfect chat widget, but I'm happy with this. It looks really nice. I'm really satisfied. I think it's looking all right. Yeah.
It's a wig.
It is a wig. Yeah, look at that. It's really giving me the Rosie the Riveter kind of vibes.
It does have a little bit of that, but I was really feeling the rockabilly thing.
I don't know what rockabilly is. Should I Google this?
It's a style.
Just search the word rockabilly. Yeah.
It's like 50s housewife fucked a punk.
It's rock and roll hillbilly mashup kind of thing.
Oh, see, look what I can do now. Sorry, I can just take away...
Rice said no sig. I am hi.
Okay.
That is sick.
Oh yeah, no, that totally is what that is, huh?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Yeah.
Kind of Rosie the Riveter pinup vibe. Yeah.
You know what I also found out today is I'm now capturing my right monitor instead of my top monitor, which means at one point I must have plugged my GPU into a different monitor, and I'm finding out now.
Yeah. Hi Nova.
Griffin, hello. You're hello. Welcome. I'm gonna drop my. Oh, you know what? I never did tag on Discord. I should let them know that we're live. Although I think a few of you did find us.
Yeah.
Let me put the podcast chat in. We see you all.
I just got the alerts.
Wow, Ira just tagged it like at the exact same time as me.
Yeah, they happened same time.
I thought I double tagged. I was like, how did that happen? Did I already send it? Not even know. But no, we're okay.
Ira looking out for you.
I forgot to put on my fake lashes, and I feel bald.
You look you feel bald? I would figure you're used to that.
The irony. I know.
Ooh, Ramona Flowers. Yeah, I see that too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Isn't that? Yeah, that's what that's from, right?
Don't ask me. This is before
Yes, it
my
is.
century.
Oh my god, you don't have to rub it in, all right?
If you think about it, I was like one of the last batches of 1900s or 2000s, 20th century kids, because I was born on the 30th of June in 1999. So I had like 6 months in that century and millennia for that matter. That's a really interesting time to be alive, I think. Like, if I make it to 100 and, 100 and a half years old or whatever, I will have lived through, well, even 100 years, actually. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? 99 and a half years. How does that work out? 100 and a half years, yeah. So 100 years in like 5 months or something, I should be in 3 centuries. So that's my goal. That's my goal. And 2 millennia. There aren't that many opportunities to live that long, huh, humans? Yeah? Yeah? You two are just unimpressed by this whatsoever. You're just mad.
Well, you're just talking about how young you are.
It's
Like
not about how young I am. It's about how it's an opportunity. My entire class has a...
You don't have. There's no other youngins with us today, B. You are with the 2 oldies of
like I'm
your friend
talking to my
group.
aunt and uncle.
Yes, that is exactly. Didn't we already establish I'm like the cool aunt? So like that's exactly what's happening. You're talking to the auntie and uncle of Minerva.
There you go.
That is what is
Ira
going
has
on.
it perfect. I'm with boomers. That's my problem.
I'll fucking fight you. Come on. Let's go.
Ding, ding, ding,
Let's
ding.
go. Right now. I'm gonna fight you.
I don't know. I was always confused
blind.
about that.
I don't even got my glasses. I'm gonna swing wildly.
Hey, you know what? This will still be interesting when I'm 30. I'm not... Effort! $50 to say bye? You are... He is...
I mean...
Thank you for supporting the channel.
On them.
God damn it, Alfred.
It's a lot better to be like, thank you, instead of get mad. Jeez.
No, I'm just like... Ugh. Why do you do this to me? I'm trying to stay focused. And then he's just... He's being awesome. Thank you, Alfred, so much for the support. I really appreciate it. I think it shows in the chat in the bottom right there. I think it does, yeah.
Thanks,
Cool.
Akova. Yeah, that was long before Sig and I were born.
Well, that was the joke, because
yes.
you two are like way younger than a boomer has to be, and so it's just kind of fun. I've
said it multiple times. I am the oldest you can be and still be a millennial.
I had this thing in high school, actually, when I was like my last year of high school. You guys all know Quincy, I think. He was sitting next to me in our class, and we were entering our birthdays. He was like, you were born in 1999? I was like, yeah. And then I looked over at their screens, and they were both in 2001, 2002. I was like, oh. Oh.
Yeah.
The seniors of my high school were the last class to go through that school that was born before 2000. It was like, oh, weird.
Real quick, I want to address this because Not Rice just dropped that. Do you know what Sigma is? And we were just talking about Ligma like fucking 2 minutes before the stream started.
Oh boy.
Like how is that a thing? What? Come on. What year do you think it is when Sigma is gonna get somebody? Get out of here.
Somebody who anyway. Nope.
Yeah,
Scooty's wondering what color your chair is there, Donna.
What?
Wondering what kind of chair you have or what color they can mimic.
It's pink. I don't know.
They're looking for a gaming chair. What brand do you have?
Oh, I don't know. What does it say?
There you go.
AK Racing.
There you go. If you're trying to get a chair like that, it should be noted that. Oh, I don't want to wreck anything here, but this chair is a.
Beast, did you see the message I sent you earlier?
Just a second. This Respawn chair also comes in pink. If you're interested in that. What's it? What?
Did you see the message I sent you earlier? Because I got a notification from Amazon.
Oh.
Oh, I saw that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, I posted it in the stream channel chat thing.
A pack.
It's something to do with something showing up at your house between.
Where did you message this?
Noon.
In the group chat.
In the chat we're talking in.
What? Why did I not get this message?
Because you don't read.
I do not read. I see it right there. Should I check the front door? I think I should check the front door.
It hasn't
I'll
alerted
be
me
right
that it's
back.
been delivered or
Well,
not.
they're never like Oh wow, what an awesome shirt piece. Where could I possibly get one of those? Right out there. Right there. Yeah,
There's a link at the top of the screen.
I'll drop a link in chat for those of you watching live. I'll go check the front door. We'll see. We'll see.
Maybe. That'd be cool if it was there. All right, now that he's gone. No, yeah, I ordered that thing, and I didn't expect it to even show up within, any kind of reasonable time frame because of the corn virus and everybody with the, is non-essential.
Right. I ordered a blanket for Clark for his birthday. It's a tortilla blanket because we call him Baby Burrito.
That's a perfect blanket.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the round one with all the little kind of cooked marks on it? Yeah.
When he gets upset and loses his temper, we swaddle him like a baby and sing the Baby Burrito song. And but yeah, it's not supposed to get here until May 8th, and I ordered it a week ago. So I totally understand why it's gonna take forever. I'm not rah, rah, rah. That's why I ordered it now, and his birthday's May 29th. Yeah.
It looks like that's a no on the delivery.
It is a half point because my deodorant resupply got here, and I need that. I'm an 8. That's what I found out at my odor study. So they were
odor study.
They had those ladies there who were using their noses to rate people on a scale of 1 to 10. And even after doing the wash that I wasn't supposed to because I didn't put it on the sheet, I was an 8. So
Ew, you're a stinky boy.
I am very clean when I have my deodorant. So I'm very, very I'm very tidy, but when I run out of that resource, it's not fun to be me. So yeah, I'm glad that that's there. Glad that that's here.
Okay. I've got another email here. Something has changed, and it says it's going to be Wednesday.
I figured because we did we got that package today, so I was like, well, Amazon already came by.
That's bullshit. It said Monday on the other email.
Well, everything's just all wonky right now.
Yeah, I think that's
No, it's not fun to be around you. Okay. All right, Akova. All right. They could be around me and not have to smell me. Lucky them.
You think that. That's the problem.
So I haven't been able to smell anything for 2 months now because I've had a sinus infection. Sure. But when when I'm not sick, when my nasal cavities aren't gunked up, I have a really strong sense of smell. My husband always jokes that I could sniff out cancer. I'll be in a room and I'll be like, oh, who's cutting strawberries? And they'll be like, I mean, 3 hours ago. And I'll be like, yeah, I can smell them. And he's like,
3 hours ago?
I don't know. I don't think I have that good of a smell because I would love that kind of thing, It's like, oof, what are you making? Well, we cooked dinner last night, but nothing now,
Right.
Kind of fun. But my dad told this story when I was a kid of I don't know if it was some medical thing or he just wanted to. I don't know what the circumstances were, but he got his ears cleaned out, flushed out, and he could just hear everything for a few days. And it was crazy interesting to me.
I've always wanted to do that, but my ears have never been gunky enough. That looks like it would be just so eargasm, right?
Just a bunch of residual wax and crap that just gets on out.
What was that thing? An ear candle? They actually take a thing and stick it into your ear and light it on fire?
Yeah, I learned about that on Shrek.
Loose and all that. Yeah. No.
Not
to
that.
Loosen all the wax so that you can clean your ear out. That's the whole weird thing.
Barry said that I have nose damage. No, my sinus infection is so severe that they could see it on my MRI.
There's a term, autofilling, ear candling. What?
It's a real thing. I'm not comfortable with that. It's weird.
Like they used to do that in order to clean out your ears. Like it's supposed to soften and loosen all the wax and everything in your ears to clean them out.
No, absolutely not.
Apparently, there's no scientific basis for that, and no studies ever confirmed it.
None. Zero.
Yeah.
So I'm missing what specifically happens in that.
Oh,
How do you do that? What is it?
You light the side of your head on fire, basically.
Oh, yeah, that sounds dangerous.
And it pulls it out.
And wax is wax, so heat.
Oh, you stick a candle into your ear to get rid of it.
Well, not an actual candle.
Or whatever.
It's like a rolled up piece of paper, and the heat from it softens the wax and it pulls it out.
So you stick a blunt in your ear.
And smoke it.
Yeah.
Well, smoke some earwax. Okay. Oh.
It's such a weird thing, and I only know about it from like it supposedly happened on like pirate ships and shit.
15.5 minutes into the show. Let's smoke some earwax. Let's. How did we get here?
420 blaze it.
Hell yeah!
Edition.
You know. Had a blocked ear. They had to flush the wax out, and it was a gumball-sized blockage. Wouldn't recommend.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that'd be really, really fun for like what's effectively a temporary gain. I mean, like I said, you flush out your ears and then it just fills back in. I mean, you know, 420 from Hobbs seems appropriate. Thank you, Hobbs.
You're not wrong.
Good job, my dude.
No, I was labeling the show today and I was like, oh yeah, episode 20 on April 20th. That's a lot of 20s, huh? I love that.
Aren't you 20?
I am 20, yes.
So that's 4
yeah,
of
me
them.
too.
Sure. Yeah, we're all 20 today.
No. I don't want to be 20.
The show is 20, kind of, depending on when you put its birthday. We're all 20, just depending on how you choose to identify a birthday, you know?
Can you put the box in the middle, Beast? What?
Box?
Oh, like move the entire overlay down a little bit so that the black section is down.
The black border over here is just a touch larger than the black border by Donna, and I'll bet it's bothering people.
Oh my God! It wasn't bothering me, and now it's I didn't.
I think she's talking about the amount of gray space between the top of yours and the word merch.
I'm not
If you increase that gray space, move the whole black box down.
Let me talk about the plans for this, though, because the idea is that this is all supposed to be like, here, let me show it. It's like ear candling, for example. If I want to show a video or some kind of Google search, this is what's supposed to be here. And then all of our cameras are supposed to be below it.
Along the bottom. Yeah.
I would have set it up so that it could capture our faces if Jaffe would have been here. So, you know, we're not even supposed to be using full screen. We're supposed to be down here, but without a fourth person. So yeah, no, we're gonna be a little. Oh no, I drove everybody in chat crazy. Oh, I'm sorry. Is this frustrating to you? I'm sorry. Let me just.
I think you should leave it on the 4-person chat and let us just try to lean into the right spot.
Bob and weave it.
I don't know. This is like a really cool potential overlay, but I haven't been able to set it up properly. And you know, chat, that one wasn't my fault this time. All right, I was working on this.
Ira needs to get in the call. That's what just.
That's true. Yeah, Ira, come on in, balance us out, give us a chance.
Ira, get in the call so that we can fix this.
Never.
Do it.
No cool. No cool's trying to get us to get Griffin in. Griffin's like, no.
Yeah, Ira is a tough get on like a normal stream periodically, much less a whole episode with her name in the title. That's yeah. Oh, today's not a good day for her. Got it.
Okay.
Don't volunteer me. I'm anxious. Okay.
There's no day that's good for her.
You don't have to have the camera on. If we just have another person in the call, it'll adjust.
It's true. Yeah, there you go. No, and Discord really annoyed me about it because with every single person that joins, it changes all of the face cams. And so like we're right now in a little triangle.
Them.
It'll be like a 1x4 if another person comes in. So I can't even bullshit an overlay. Like I'd have to change everything midstream, and I just figured this was. I would assume that people know our names at this point, but it's.
Hi, I'm Rosa.
We'll be better equipped next time.
Also referred to as Donna.
I never heard of Rosa before. I'll be in the call.
not speaking and not fucking on camera.
She'd be more of a
Neither
presence
them.
than Jaffe. I mean, you know.
Wow.
He's not even here. He was supposed to be
know.
here. I'm mad at him. But yeah, I don't know. We need Krishel's topic list. What happened to him? He was exhausted from work.
No.
I know.
He
What do we
didn't even
do?
give us his. What do we do?
Well, I started watching Legend of Korra again. That was really exciting. You know, in the last week, I don't even think I've touched it. I think I watched it a bunch before the last episode, and then I just haven't. And a whole week has passed me by, and I just made no progress on that. Have either of you watched Tiger King yet? Please tell me. You
that
both did?
Carol Baskins.
Oh my god.
Killed her husband, whacked him.
I heard that she sued them for defamation. She said like everything against her.
Right.
Well, not everything.
How are they
but she
going to
was
sue them for defamation? The person that talked shit, he's already in jail. Like, what are you going to do?
Well, I think she sued Netflix for it, like just making her look bad or something.
I started to watch it, and I didn't even get all the way through the first episode, and decided I fucking hated it.
It's really, really trash TV.
So I have no interest in watching the rest of it.
I watched it on Discord with a couple of friends, and that's what makes it fun. Is just like, because it is such like genuine trash that it's fun to watch with friends. Because you're like, they did not just say that. Like the fucking one dude, the most like real dude in the whole show, the goddamn mafia drug runner dude. He was like, yeah, I killed 3 people. And we were like, whoa, he said that so casually.
Wait, who was that?
He's only in like 1 episode. He's only there for like a minute. They did an interview.
Oh,
with
yeah.
him.
The guy who has his own... Oh, I don't know. The guy who went to prison for the drug running.
Yeah. That's what
he
I'm
was
saying.
just so calmly a part of all these murders. He already did his time. Like...
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I did my time. I killed people. I don't kill people no more. And
well,
I was like,
he didn't kill that one guy. A few of his dudes just dropped him on his lawn.
Oh, that's right.
He's like,
that's
sure.
Right.
I mean,
that's true.
Did I advise against chopping him up and parting him out? No. Did I do it? No. But I was there. I was like, what the fuck?
Right.
What am I watching?
I advised on the disposal of the body, and he was like literally just like chill, like exactly like that. Like, yeah, I told them what to do. They killed this guy. I didn't know what to do. I told him what to do. Oh, okay.
The thing that just drives me about that show is how it's not scripted. None of this is fake. It's mind-blowing. And you can fact check all of that, and people have. These are real people without a script, and it's craziness. Yeah, just let everybody in. Yeah, everybody in the podcast, everybody in chat. It's like, oh, I'll fill in. Yeah, it's we'll just do 3 for now, and just hope Jaffe comes back around. We'll try to be a little bit more ahead of our guest list next week, so we don't have any.
I mean, we didn't even have a group chat till this morning, last night, and I was like, so guys.
ASMR era? Okay, well, I'm not gonna pass that up. We just went from Era's never coming on to Era will come on.
Oh.
Bitch.
I see you, Griffin. I see you. Did you say bitch?
Hi, Era. Oh, she muted.
Well, that's Era for you. There you go. Thanks, everybody, for coming on. No. I don't know. I really liked... So, the thing is, like, with Sig's impression, I don't actually know if I liked Tiger King so much as I just was shocked by it. I just wanted... I don't know. I just wanted to keep watching. Like, where is this going?
It is a wild fucking ride. Like I said, it's trash TV, and it exists solely to be trash TV, and that is what makes it so great.
Right. Yeah.
I really want to finish watching Westworld. Someone give me their HBO login. I love you forever.
I got you, Rosa.
Do you? Yes! So I started watching it with my friend on Discord, and then he got super... What?
I don't want to overly talk about it, but I got you.
Okay. But yeah, so he started watching it with my friend on Discord, and then he got like balls deep in Valorant, because he's like my insomnia buddy. Like, so at like 2, 3 in the morning, he'd be like, so you want to watch Westworld? And I'd be like, fuck yeah. And now he's balls deep in Valorant and doesn't want to watch Westworld. I'm like, hey, let's watch Westworld. And he's like, that's a weird way of saying Valorant. And I'm like, I'm gonna beat your ass.
We got shows to watch. Oh yeah,
we got shows to watch. It makes me sad.
It's good though.
It's going on.
Good. You know, I will take a surplus of shows to watch every time over, well, nothing. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are you just gonna do the 4-person, or do you want to do a 5-person one also?
You know, I was just so excited to get this one fixed that I'm just working with this.
Who's trying to come in?
Griffin's trying to come in?
Well, Nova said, yeah, Griffin.
Right. You know what? Let's do it.
I mean, we could get rid of Ira since she's not going to talk. If Griffin's going to talk.
Wow.
Well,
no.
I love you, Ira. I love you so much.
Griffin said can't talk, but can at least be video.
So there we go. Griffin will make up for the lack of Ira
Can
video.
she sign?
Maybe.
It's fine if she can sign.
Do I have...
Who was it that we had that could sign? I've only ever talked to him the one time when we had him.
Oh, Griffin, honey, help me here. What is your name on Discord? You change it so much. Who am I adding?
Prince.
Oh, yes, I would have guessed this.
Oh, no, we lost Ira.
Oh, no. Oh, left the call, too. Well, I guess we're sticking with 4.
Wow.
All this work. No. All right, I'm not Chriselle either. I'm working on it.
Okay.
No, so that's the thing, is like, whether or not I enjoyed Tiger King is like... Whether or not I enjoyed Tiger King is like not even a consideration.
We rearranged our order.
Oh yeah. No,
I was saying we could add a 5th person so we could do the 5th person overlay. What are you talking about? Wanted you gone?
Speaking of trash TV, welcome to the show, everybody.
I love how Griffin has their mic in front of their face but isn't going to speak.
Not aware. We might get a squeak or a giggle here.
My heart is beating really hard right now.
Oh, there we go.
It's an anxiety thing, Woza.
Yeah. It's fine. No, I was just poking fun. It's fine. We're friendly.
For now, at least.
Somehow,
when the competition begins later, we'll.
I don't bite without consent.
Wow.
Don't you threaten me with a good time?
Exactly.
So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Tiger King, I would recommend it to anybody who's looking for a crazy time. I like those crazy shows.
How many instances of Rosa do you have? Like, what is happening here?
I'm collecting them.
Apparently, it's the Rosa show.
Like, what the fuck?
I'm a very singular focused mind right now, and I'm thinking, all right, let me get Rose all crapped out, completely unaware that she's already right there. All right, well, fuck it. Sig will be over here then.
And now it's just what is going
your
on?
chest. Yeah.
Discord
He
wants...
just wanted to zoom in on the Backstreet Boys. Yeah, let's go with that.
You know what? Normally I'd visualize a joke like that, but I'm just trying to get this done here. All right. Let's get this into place.
Why do you not have separate scenes with separate camera cutouts?
So that's a good question, because like I said, last week we changed this overlay to this one for the first time. And then today I made some minor tweaks, and Stelly and I have been shifting the cameras, making some bigger, some smaller. I think they're positive changes, as I've said multiple times. Jaffe was not here for me to figure this out. So I had no time to change anything without getting like a bunch of random people in a call, and I didn't want to have to deal with some of them, you know, I don't know.
You could have asked me, like, even if I'm not here, I'm home all day, so you could have been like, hey, I need you to turn on your camera so that I could get things set up, and then I could have just done that. I could have turned it on and walked away.
Yeah,
now
you know that's my girlfriend.
I told you I wanted to call 20 minutes early to do exactly that.
Did you?
And you didn't respond, so I just assumed you were busy.
You have to start calling. Where did you say that?
We're in the podcast chat there.
I'm reading.
About an hour before the show.
Oh, I was napping an hour before
That's
the show.
what I figured. So I didn't want to bug you, but I was like, kind of need to get this figured out.
No, you gotta ask me before all of that.
Yeah.
So if you want to start like 20 minutes early next time, like I could just like make my husband do it.
Hey, yeah.
Hell, at this point, I can even make Clark do it. I'll pull up Discord, and if he sees a call, He could just hit answer and
See,
hit
now,
mute.
now we have 4 people. This is what it's supposed to look like. It's nice. We got our nameplates, a little bit of pink. We're all in our own little sections. It's good. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's all right.
Which brand headset is that, Waza?
This is. Help me, Griffin. You have it. It's on your head too.
Razer?
Razer. It's Razer. It's the quartz. That's what they call the pink
Razer
color.
Kraken quartz.
Yeah.
I have the cat edition.
I don't have the ears.
Wow, we are
It's
just
fine.
all repping our different brands.
I mean,
That's
people
great.
are asking.
we have like basically the same headset, and then you two have basically the same headset.
Can I
His
get my
is
husband?
his is the
No.
G430, mine's the 930.
Mm-hmm. And you're using the G430 cups,
Well, yeah, just the cushions is all
which
I'm
is
using
like
for
the most
430s.
stylish. You see the blue. That's how everybody sees
Yeah.
the G430s, black and blue, regardless
Because
of detail.
The 930s, I don't even know where they are, but the 930s, the cup is a black, like fake leather,
Hated
and it
it.
was very uncomfortable after a while.
I couldn't even get used to the leather because I like it when my ears don't touch the inside of the cups at all. And
Yeah.
the 9430, like those, or the 930, those cups didn't do anything. It just squished on, and I could like feel the speaker pressed against my ear. I'm like, these need to go. This
Yeah.
needs to. This is not fun. I don't enjoy this whatsoever.
Look,
But-
I'm a kitty now too.
Oh god. I think you should just keep it. This is
Home
perfect.
edition.
I don't think that should go anywhere.
What? I should just keep it like this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know it's good.
It's
Just
valid.
knows the ears. These are great.
And
Oh.
whiskers.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. This one's pink.
I'm trying to think. Oh, that's better. Yep. That matches even better to Griffin. Perfect. I was trying to think of another like wild show that I had watched recently because Tiger King was great because of that, and I just. I'll bring it up if I remember it. However, Wolf of Wall Street qualifies for that. That was like whether or not you like that movie. It is once you get out of the stock crap in the middle or right off the beginning once they explain it. It's just crazy from start to finish, and I love that stuff. Like it's so distracting from the outside world. You just get sucked into this universe and then go down some wild path, and out the end of it, you're like your head's spinning, wondering what just happened. That was fun for me. But
Oh, the demon face is way distracting, Barry. Absolutely not right now.
say you didn't like Tiger King. What did you like about it? I'm curious.
Well, first of all, I'm not a fan of the documentary style filming at
Really?
all. I never have been. I don't
interesting to
really
me.
care about documentaries. I'd rather read a book about something than watch a documentary about it. That's
Wow.
just the way that is.
Okay.
I definitely don't like mockumentaries, you know. And
So
that
American
is-
Vandal
that
is a no-go?
That's borderline mockumentary right there anyway, with how absurd most of the people in this entire documentary are. So I was just I couldn't
I'd agree.
I was just
but-
like, fuck all of these people. I want nothing to do with any of
I'd
this.
agree,
Very quickly.
But it actually was a serious documentary, and that is really how those people are.
That's what I'm saying though, is that it was that close to being mockumentary with how just absurd these people actually are that I was like, no, I can't.
That's
And
interesting.
I was out.
Because I'm the total opposite. I don't know if you've seen American Vandal on Netflix or heard of it.
I know of it.
It was basic like the first season. There's 2 on
The
Netflix
one,
right now.
that was the one with the guy who drew a bunch of dicks on the cars, right?
The whole thing was these students trying
Yeah.
to figure out in this intense documentary style scene, interviewing their classmates, like, so who do you think did the dicks? And that was the whole incident, was writing a bunch of dicks on the teachers' cars.
I watched
Fiction.
that entire show because you told me that I had to, basically.
I loved it. It was so good. We watched
so
the second
stupid.
season, I think, together in Discord.
Excellent.
Yeah, and then that one was the guy who fucking shit on something or
Nope,
whatever.
he spiked the school cafeteria's lemonade that all of the students drank like every day, with laxatives. And they called it the browning.
That's what it
I
was.
saw
Yeah.
like a gif of that.
was
of,
so
like people
serious.
shitting in.
I knew it had to do something with shit. and I was just
Documentary-
like,
the
I'm
mockumentary
Definitely not watching that.
Took itself so seriously, and it made it so much funnier because these guys are dead serious, asking people all these questions, asking, you know, who did the dicks or who drew the dicks is probably takes place like dozens of times in that one season, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
awesome.
It does. It happens multiple times in the same episode, at least.
So who do you think did the dicks? You know, like lying a baseline, getting everybody's opinion on it. It's everybody's got their own accusations and little stories and twists, and then they find out that he didn't do it and absolved him of all crime, and then he did do it anyway and drew a dick on somebody's.
Didn't it turn out it was him anyway?
It's like, how could you prove that he didn't do it beyond a reasonable doubt, and then he did it anyway?
Right.
Like, oh yeah, no, I was bullshitting the whole time. I'm not innocent.
You just described the American justice system.
Hey, it's called American Vandal for a reason. It was so good. It was so funny to me, which is great to me, because like Sig would, based on what he just said, would just hate everything about that show. But I loved it. It was so good to me.
I watched the entire first season because you told me I basically had to. And
I thought it was too funny.
I fucking hate this. This is terrible.
So much. It's not too long, I don't think. It's
No, it was short enough that I didn't just be like, fuck you, and not watch it.
Right.
But I'm not doing it again. And Tiger King was just so above and beyond on absurdity that I was like, not. I couldn't even get through the whole first episode.
No, I can't blame you. I was watching it too and thinking like, what am I seeing right now? It was the first episode, and I had gotten a lot of what I heard about it from like, podcasts I watched, and they laid out the fact that your main protagonist is gay polygamist number 1 in a 3-way marriage. Polygamist, straight married to 4 women, who then made them legally change their names to what he chose, and he chooses
all get boob jobs.
One got a boob job.
No, more than one got a boob job. Just the one that talked. The one that left him was the only one that talked about it.
I wouldn't be surprised if he got them all boob jobs. And the one chick was like, I don't even.
Where do I sign up for this?
I don't even remember agreeing. They just said that it was gonna happen, gave me a date, and I went, and then that was it. The operation was done. She was happy to not have to work for a few days.
It's a cult.
It was exactly a cult. Those women worked for $100 a week. They each had their own house, and that man was busy.
No, that's just the wives. There's other people that live there too.
Well, right, yeah, I meant the wives. And of course, they've all got their own zoos, because that wasn't crazy enough. They've all got their own zoos, and tigers and lions and ligers, which is both of that. And then that was good. Yeah, it was like the animal rights people hate it if you say that you had a liger. And so then what is that? No, it's a liger. It's like, fuck you, animal rights. Then you've got Carol Baskin, who's just the worst. She has her own zoo with her own animals, but she does it for the safety of the animals, even though it's the exact same fucking thing. Damn it, Aphid.
And she's making the same kind of money off of it.
Yep.
Doing the exact same shit, just with the claim that it's saving them.
With volunteers. So she actually doesn't even pay her workers.
Yeah, she doesn't pay her workers.
It's unbelievable. It's like she has this righteous mindset of how everybody else should do things, yet she's doing the same thing. Exact same fucking thing.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And once you accept that this is the dynamic and there is no good guy, there is no bad guy, they're all just loony.
Right.
It made me love it.
Like I said, the best person was the fucking mobster that was like, yeah, I killed a bunch of people and I told my guys how to dispose of a body. Like, that's literally the best person in the documentary. That's the one that is most just like, yeah, this is what I did. Like, he's the least shady character.
Okay, the one thing I really want to know out of all of it, even though I'm never going to watch it to find any of this out, how do these people have the money in the first fucking place to be buying tigers and shit?
Shady
I don't
shit.
know. Shady
Where
shit.
does that come from? How does that happen?
As he explained, you can get a tiger for $1,800, and any fool with a bit of free time can get $1,800, and with enough working, and they were living in trailers. I don't think his monthly expenses were very high. So you get that first tiger, which many of them said they were kids. I mean, just teens when they got their first big cats. And
yeah, but then it's like upkeep.
They said it was $750,000 a year to feed the cats.
Well, so first off, Carol Baskin's husband that she totally killed was a millionaire.
And she got the inheritance because he disappeared.
Yeah, he
Well,
disappeared.
I get
that's
that.
how she got that money.
But I'm wondering, like, you know, the regular crazies.
Well, like he said, so it only costs $1,800 for a fucking tiger cub, and then once you have one, you start charging people to come pet it, come take pictures with it.
Get yourself a male one.
And yep, and it just keeps going from there.
The cubs were where the money was at. You could sell the cubs below the table, under the table. And it was, we're all talking about insane. Tiger King, the Netflix documentary. If you haven't heard about it, I'm shocked. Because apparently it's like the most popular documentary of all time. People are nuts for this right now. If you haven't heard about
it, spend the rest of your life in happy peace.
Sig didn't finish it, but it's like 7 40-minute episodes with an after show. You can knock this out in like 5 hours. You can just get it done.
No interest.
And
it is pure trash, but it's interesting pure trash.
You can spend the better part of an afternoon, one day, knock it out. Give it a shot. Yeah, documentary. It was a documentary. Yeah. If you're doubting that, you probably haven't watched it. Don't watch the after show. I liked it. I like to see where some of those people were at. It was nice, especially since it was hosted by the main character dude from Community. That was fun. And somebody made a joke at the after show calling him a celebrity. He's like, no, I peaked in 2009. I was like, that's when Community aired. It's like he was totally not kidding about that either. Yeah, Logitech should sponsor the podcast, right? We got to get some equipment on our heads. You know, I'll switch headsets in a heartbeat for some money. I mean, I don't care. I'll take this hoodie off and start plugging a chair. I'm down, sure.
Are they handing out chairs? I mean,
right. I heard as well that those the alligators that were burned up in the fire in his studio were Michael Jackson's alligators, and they just didn't need to mention that because there's already enough crazy going on in that show.
Yeah, like, that is a lot of insanity.
Oh my god, it's You're gonna keep using the creator code to fund the equipment? There you go. Yeah. Use code Mista in the item shop if you're a Fortnite player. No, it's interesting. Should we read this thing? What do we got here?
This is a description for a documentary movie thing called The Staircase.
All right.
And apparently there's a big to do about this because the documentary crew got in on the ground floor of this, like at the very beginning of all of it, and they were recording everything. They have footage of every fucking thing throughout the entirety of the trial, everything. And apparently there's this whole theory that an owl attacked the woman instead of her being attacked by a weapon or whatever. But yeah, it's
what?
Kind of crazy. I'll give it a read through real quick if you want.
All right, yeah, sure, I got it up.
In 2001, novelist Michael Peterson's wife died, and he claimed she perished after falling down stairs at their home. The medical examiner, however, determined that she had been beaten with a weapon, which led to Peterson becoming a suspect in what would become a murder investigation. This series, which began with 8 episodes in 2005, before being updated in 2013 and 2018, follows the investigation as it proceeds from Peterson's arrest to a verdict being reached in the ensuing trial. The real-life courtroom thriller offers a rare and revealing inside look at a high-profile murder trial and an examination on contemporary American justice.
Wow.
That's The Staircase, right? And he goes to prison. He gets arrested, goes to prison for this. They find him guilty or whatever. And then he gets out and shit. There's this it's a whole thing.
I love that. This thing started when Barry did, and now it got updated in 2018. So this is a 13-year documentary.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying is this was, they got in at the very fucking beginning and they kept the documentary going.
I love that.
So
they did that.
If you're interested in that kind of thing, that's one that I heard about that you probably would want to see.
So how long are these episodes? An hour or?
I don't know if it's an episode. I think it's just one fucking movie. I don't know.
There are 13 episodes. What's happening?
Are there? I don't know.
Barry said he's from 2005.
Yeah, that's when he was born.
No.
2-hour sequel was how it released. So I'm going to assume that's 13 hours of content or more. That's interesting though. I'm just trying to give people a grasp for like how long they would have to see.
Yeah.
That's cool. I love that. The staircase, you know, that's how she died. Yeah. I stopped watching that documentary, The Trials of... Oh god, I should know the name. It was basically a child abuse case on Netflix, and I was like in the first episode before I was just...
No. Yeah. I can't do stuff involving kids since
Gabriel Fernandez.
Oh, yeah.
Trials of Gabriel Fernandez.
Nope. I've heard about... Nope, I can't. I get just so, like, viscerally angry. And, like...
It was a really, really bad... It was... Yeah, that was the one thing where I was like, episode 1, and I checked out of, like, 6 or something. I was like, no, I'm not... I don't need to finish this. I don't need this. That was horrible. You know what I did like, though, on Netflix, which was less horrible, but also very interesting, was Dirty Money. It's something Sig would hate as well. I mean, it's documentary style, but it's not documentary. I guess it's it's a very different style of... Anyway, Dirty Money is just like a bunch of different hour-and-a-half long... They're basically little movies of companies who just got their money not legit and covered a bunch of them. It's like the Wells Fargo scam was one that they covered. And to those of you who don't know, they were basically signing everybody up for bank accounts and then extra accounts. And they'd have like an average of 8 different kind of accounts per user for different stuff. And they were pushing it like crazy to the point where their employees couldn't keep up with what their managers wanted. So they were signing people up without their consent. And people were finding out when they would end up getting a bill from a thing they didn't sign up for. Credit card charges when they never authorized anything, and it was a huge thing. Lots of stuff like that. It was interesting.
Giant.
Dirty Money. There was another one I really liked about a loan shark kind of guy who was just giving like, I don't remember what they were called, but they were small loan people where he would, you know, loan $500 and then you'd pay $650 over the course of like however many weeks paying it back, and people are okay with that. But then you pay like $90 a week or whatever the deal was, and apparently that $90 per week was paying off renewal fees for the loan, and then at a certain point you'd actually begin paying the loan. So for $500 you'd end up paying like $950, and that happened on a massive scale. But the guy who did it the whole time is blaming the government. And the whole time, he takes no responsibility from it. And it's interesting. It's just interesting how this guy scammed millions of people, made $400 million, they said.
Well, they signed the contracts, but these are people that were not of the highest intelligence. It was like the payday loans. It was people that just needed quick money. Yeah. So they didn't understand what they were signing. They were just like, oh yeah, you're gonna give me $500. I need it now. I need food. I need to pay my bills. Like,
the documentary did a good job of calling them out on their bullshit too, because in court their defense was listing all the things that were right in the contract, but the documentary like showed this block of text and then highlighted a bunch of different things and then put it into the list that they showed in court. They're like, that's not how the people read it. That wasn't obvious at all. This was like a 1 to 9 list of things jumbled up in a thing full of lawyer speak. Like, nobody would have understood that. If you're the kind of guy getting a loan for $300, most people aren't going to understand that. And
the amount of subversive language and jargon and shit like that really just fucks everybody up in any way. Yeah.
So, yeah, Dirty Money on Netflix was a really interesting watch because they're all different stories. Kind of like Black Mirror, which is not a documentary, is kind of like that. You could start on any episode. I was skipping some. There were some that were like in different countries that was almost entirely subtitles. I was trying to play Pokemon at the time, wasn't trying to read, so I was able to skip some of those. And
I watched the Ashley O one because everyone kept talking about
Ashley
it.
O?
That's the one with Miley Cyrus.
Oh, Black Mirror. Okay.
She's talking about Black Mirror.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You switched subjects on me. I got all confused. No, I remember that when I saw it.
Well,
I saw it.
you brought up Black Mirror. So,
Yeah.
Continue.
She just kind of picked up
I'm
on
on
that.
track. I got it.
Yeah,
that
the Miley
was really
Cyrus Black Mirror episode though was a good one.
That's the only one I've watched, but yeah.
That's where they took recordings of her and basically cloned her brain or something.
Yes,
little robot.
And stuck it in a little
brain
me.
and then limited it. And then she was like stuck in her body. They kept her sedate.
Coma.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Black Mirror is a mind trip. But this is just like every episode we should just every time we ever talk about movies, like here's a list of things you gotta go watch. The Staircase, Tiger King, this Dirty Money, Black Mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all great to binge when you're stuck on quarantine here. And what's the show about? Black Mirror is basically like a mind twisting kind of show. It's very similar to the Twilight Zone. Every episode is a totally different topic, totally different setting, totally different people, new cast every episode, and it just brings into these very, very weird alternate styles of reality, I suppose, and it just kind of, it's very interesting, I think. But I can't explain an episode because they're all so different, you know?
Cats Loving Robots was a pretty decent show also.
I've heard of that.
I didn't expect that I would like that, but I watched through it and it had the same feel as like Black Mirror. Every one of them was different. They weren't.
Do cats love robots, Griffin? Do you love robots? I don't know if I love robots.
They're kind of scary though sometimes.
Is it Love, Death, Robots?
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
I don't know. Han said Cats Loving Robots. That's but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
yeah, it's animated. There's some crazy good animation in that though.
Yeah, and they're all like very short episodes. So like, this is what I was hearing about was, if you don't like it, you just wait a few minutes. It'll be over. The longest ones I'm seeing are 17 minutes long, and many of them are 6 to 10 minutes.
So, I mean, I ran through all of it in one sitting.
I probably could. There's like what 3 hours of shows here. I mean, it's
the Farmers one. My favorite one on the Love, Death, and Robots was the one where the person woke up looking out the window to watch somebody else get killed, and then was seen by that person that killed someone, and got chased through the streets. Yeah, you'll have to watch it. It's good though.
That's spooky. Yeah, and I bet with the animation style, you can get away with a lot. I mean, you can.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot better than like the live action limitations of Black Mirror. You can just do whatever.
Yeah.
Like if somebody needs to like pick up a rock with their fist and start earthbending, you can just do that. That's like the only animation I've seen recently is Avatar, and I love it.
Sig.
Yes.
I was thinking about it, and since the mantra was trips, not shit, but I can't go on any trips this year.
Don't make excuses.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
might
you're
just
supposed
get
to
a
save
tattoo.
money. Get what?
A tattoo? A new tattoo?
I heard a cat. I was like, wait, why? You're allergic.
I'm allergic to
Yeah.
cats. No, I think I might get another tattoo.
This is your money, and it's your money, and it's up to you. But you said trips not shit.
I did say trips not shit.
And I guarantee you right now,
I've already missed 2 trips.
I guarantee you right now that if you keep saving that money that you're missing from those trips that you're not able to go on right now, then the trips you can go on later will be even better.
I don't. That's too logical.
Yeah, that makes way too much sense, Sig. I think you should go easy on
It
her.
makes too much sig.
Yeah.
Sig is synonymous with sense now. That makes way too much sig.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
That doesn't even just make that much sig. That
applies.
saves way too much sig. Like you can't just let her have money. I mean,
you're like,
she's
I was going to go on
spend
this
it on a
trip,
tattoo,
and I
whether you like it or not.
$5,000 for it. But wait, I have $10,000.
Who do you think I am?
I should
with
have an even
those
better
kind
time.
of digits.
Gets a new tattoo. It's just a middle finger with Sig on the knuckle. And
Don't
Sig's like,
tempt
I didn't
me."
say you should. I didn't say you couldn't. I just said you shouldn't. No, fuck you anyway.
Just get a tattoo of my face right here on your finger. Just me going like a Steve-O tattoo.
Right.
So anytime she ever flips off anybody in the future, if it's on her hand, it'll be like, well, at least I'm not that guy. It's like, yeah, you wish you weren't that guy. She'll just start adding faces to her finger.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, that's great. That'd be so good. No, you should save your money. This is a great time to...
I want more tattoos, though.
I can relate, though. You're bored at home. You just start looking for shit to buy. I just spent 4,000 V-Bucks in Fortnite because I was bored. I was like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I mean, there were skins I wanted. I really don't regret it. But it's the same mentality of, like, how can I make my life more interesting? Ooh, I have money and the internet exists. Ah. Wait,
You
how
know
do
what?
you get
My
a
husband is
tattoo
so...
right now?
No, I can't get it right now, but
Oh.
after the quarantine
You like when you can
up-
go on a trip?
Right. Right.
Yeah, like Animal Crossing.
No, I'm so I'm so excited. I think I told you guys last time. Maybe next year. So even if we can go next year, my dad's gonna take us to Disney World.
That'd
I'm
be fun.
excited. He was talking
That's a
about
trip.
going, and he was talking like we were gonna go with him, and he wanted to like stay at the hotel that's overlooking the Animal Kingdom and like the higher end resorts at Disney World.
Which one is which? Is that the one in California or the one in Florida?
Florida.
Okay.
Florida. And he was like talking about all this, and I was like, yeah, Dad, that sounds great, but that is not in our price range. And he was like, oh, well, I mean, if I pay for the room and the tickets, can you guys pay to get yourselves here? And I was like, oh yeah, we can do that. If you're paying for everything else, I'll make it happen.
That's what my dad said when people, when I visited people like Lemon was like, oh, I don't know if I could afford a trip to America. I'm like, oh, my dad will just cover everything. Just get yourself here. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah, no, that's his offer. He's like, all right. And it happened. Yeah, it's like, wow, in that case, I suppose, let's get it done.
Go to Disney Paris. I want, maybe that'll be my trip to make up for all my missed trips this year. Maybe I'll go to Disneyland Paris by myself.
That'd be so great though. Get Clark there while he's young and it's still like super magical.
No, I said by myself.
Oh, I know. I was going back to the other plan.
The Florida
Disney
one.
World.
Right.
He's been.
Yeah.
He's been to both. He's been to both.
Good. Solidify
He's been
those
to
trips.
Disneyland and Disney World, and he loves it. He keeps asking when he can go back. So last time when we went to Disney World, there's a dinosaur ride, and he was just like an inch and a half too short to go on
something to
it.
look forward to.
Yes, so he's really excited. For like 6 months after, he would ask me every day, am I tall enough for the dinosaur ride? Am I tall enough for the dinosaur ride? And now that he's tall enough, he keeps going, I want to go to Disney World for my birthday, because he calls it his birthday, or I want to go to Disney World for Christmas, just like whatever holiday he can think of that, like requires presents. He's like, I want to go for this. And it's adorable. And I think it's really funny because people are always like, oh, kids that young don't remember. You should wait until they're older. My kid used to go to Disneyland all the time, starting when he was 1.5 years old. And he definitely remembers that shit. Because you take him to a theme park now, and he like reaches up to pull the lap bar down. And like he sits nicely on the rides and looks around. Like, he knows the deal. How are you going to tell me he don't remember?
It's hard to forget trips like that. I went once when I was like 9 to a theme park near us for the first time ever, and it was great. It was great. I liked that a lot. Went back a bunch when I was older.
I remember riding Space Mountain when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget stuff like
Right.
that.
No, yeah. His favorite ride was Haunted Mansion. And the workers on that ride would always ooh and ah over him because they're used to kids like screaming and crying and not wanting to go on it. And then there's my 2-year-old. So
he's like, fuck yeah, let's go.
He's like, is it my turn? Is it my turn? Like, he's like raring to go to jump into the carriages. And they're like, what is going on? I was like, I bet you've never seen a baby this excited. And they're like, no. So we have to allot time to...
And money.
Well, yeah.
Griffin, you want to address that in chat?
Oh, what's wrong?
Uh-oh. You're not going to make Griffin talk, are you?
No. Griffin doesn't have to talk.
That's true. Yeah.
Type in chat.
I said they wanted to fill in our fourth person. I was like, okay.
I mean, it's helpful.
It is helpful. No, I appreciate it.
I mean, I feel like Griffin, they've spoken more than Dabiel did.
Okay.
Wow.
Don't call him out like that. We've never even had Dabiel on the show. It's not fair.
Oh, is it not Dabiel? It was Daniel then?
Yeah, it was the British Daniel.
Yeah. It was the British. Sorry, Dabiel.
There's like 3 of them.
Yeah, if we had Dabiel on here, you wouldn't be able to get a word in edgewise.
Oh, okay.
He's a good talker, yeah.
I don't know, Sig. Me and Beast aren't like you that just get ran over. Me and Beast run over people.
Yeah, Sig.
Sig just gets mad that we talk over him, and he does the dad thing and sits and waits for you to notice that he's angry at you.
No, I don't sit and wait.
No. You gotta jump in.
What was that, Nova?
Oh, I don't remember.
You don't remember?
Oh.
It was 2 seconds ago!
Yeah, no, my memory sucks.
It's okay.
Do you have brain damage too? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, God. Should make
Probably.
t-shirts, Donna. Discord's having trouble today. Oh, boy.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. That happens. Are you using...
Sig is nice and crisp for me, but Griffin and Beast are 8-bit.
All right.
Get wrecked.
Oh no, Sig just went to 8-bit too. You
That's
just
because I
yourself.
didn't move much.
You just gave the
That's
compression
true.
more to render, and there you go.
I move way too much. That's probably why I'm always super pixelated. I don't know how to sit still unless I'm zoned out, and then I'm not speaking.
No moving. Even though
There
my
you
camera's
go.
recorded locally, so it's gonna be fine no matter what I do.
That's what I was trying to tell you, Griffin, was you can address that.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. Those trips will be good, though. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited, especially because we're gonna do it bougie because my dad's paying for it.
Oh, yeah.
Ratchet.
Is it bougie high class? Is that
Yeah,
French term?
bougie is high class.
How do you pronounce? Is it bougie or is it?
It's bougie, and it's from the French word bourgeoisie, which
Ah.
is the higher class, like
Right.
merchants and above.
That's
So,
what
I
like,
remember the
right.
spelling of that was just an abomination. It was
mean,
Bourgeois
most
or
French-
something spelled. Yeah, we just decided to steal the word instead of using our own. That was
When Beast reaches 1,000,000 subs, we're all going to Disneyland. Fuck yeah. We'll do a
Beast.
podcast from Disneyland.
that's it.
Take a second. Read my last name.
Huh? Oh, Burgess. Yeah.
It's something of a derivative somewhere down the line. I'm sure of it
Really? You think so?
from the word. But yeah, I think so.
Could be. Maybe you were a high class French person.
No.
No. I watched a video on the actual monarch of Britain, and apparently there was like some shadiness in their bloodline, and there's a really decently strong case that some guy in Australia is the actual heir to the throne right now. And I thought that was interesting. He ran down the whole lineage, the whole family tree, and all the different crossovers, and it was like kind of interesting how some people took the throne by force and some people were illegitimate but then later found to actually be legitimate, and I'm glad I wasn't a part of that family. That is a mess. That is, I mean, everybody's gunning for the throne. Like, you don't just have siblings, you have competitors for the throne. Right? And it's like
I feel like there's documents somewhere where the current queen, when she dies, is going to dismantle the
nobody
called?
takes it seriously.
The royalty. Yeah, the monarchy.
The monarchy.
Yeah, because she doesn't want her idiot son to be the prince.
Nobody cares
I mean, to be
either.
the king.
Like, they're a
Yeah.
figurehead nowadays, aren't they? The government is.
Yes, they are
Very
more.
much.
They're more or less a figurehead, and they're basically a tourist attraction. They bring revenue in. They still technically own a lot of land, and that's where their revenue comes from. So they're not pulling from any like public funds or anything anymore. But yeah, they're a thing.
I'm gonna get knighted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta buy that 3x3 plot of land in Europe and
precisely.
Because you'd technically be a lord. We were talking about this a long time ago on stream. There's a service that you can just buy. You can buy land, which is really just like a.
Yeah, you can't buy ownership, but you can buy an ownership title, which is I don't know what the hell that's about.
Like
but yeah,
$50.
you can become a lord or a lady without actually being in Europe at all. So yeah, I was like, I'm gonna do that shit. It's like $30. I don't even know.
So,
like it's
it
something
was like
super
50,
stupid and
$80,
cheap.
something like that. When I looked it up, it was ridiculous that actually is a thing.
I've got I'm a priest. I got ordained as a minister, and I have a doctorate and a
In
master's. Yeah, memetics and a master's in leisure science.
It's so better to correct me. There's a proper name.
I'll be right back.
So if I get a lordship, then we're fucking going.
You're almost something real and official now.
Yeah.
That's so ridiculous. That's. I love that technically counts, and it just kind of. I don't know.
You can buy land. You can buy land on the moon, I think.
I'm sure you can. Yeah, you can name stars after yourself,
and you can
nobody
buy
will
stars
honor it.
and have them named after you. Yeah.
Oh man, you could fake a certificate like that and still make a kid's day without actually having to pay a dime.
Yeah, just tell them.
Yeah, just tell them.
That one used to be called Beetlejuice 673. Now it's your name.
I cannot wait for that thing to supernova. That is gonna be so good, because it's like 600-700 light years away, and it could have already. I know. It could have already supernovaed, but they say when that thing goes and explodes, it is gonna be like a 3-week light show, and it could have already blown. So it could be any day now, and that is so cool to me. We probably won't see it in a lifetime, but it's interesting nonetheless. We just know that we'll get the information 600 years later. Isn't that crazy? I love that scale of the universe type stuff. Like, if we ever watch that star explode, as it will, or implode, and then it's a whole thing. It'll, yeah, that would have happened 600 years ago. And that's, that stuff is interesting to me. I want to be here 2 or 3 billion years from now, when Andromeda intertwines with our galaxy, and it'll be like a multi-million year long light show. That'll be cool, if people are still around at that point.
That'll be cool.
That'll be so cool.
Technology will have advanced to the point that you could have seen it without ever having been there.
yeah, Vsauce time. Oh my god, I need to get that music on my stream deck. That needs to happen. I just want to click in and just do, you know, as it does, and then just anytime I get into any topic like that, it'd be so funny. No, she doesn't. Oh,
what?
Is that better than sex cake?
What's that?
What kind of cake do you got there?
It's a
Is that chocolate cake?
French silk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. What does it look like?
It's a pie.
Shows? Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
I almost tipped it.
No, we just need one of those internet clips where it goes onto the keyboard.
Yeah.
We have better than sex cake in our fridge. It's chocolate cake. My mom pokes holes in it and then pours caramel in there, and then covers it in whipped cream and shaves chocolate on top of it. It's good. It's really good. One could say it's actually better than sex. And I want to live until I can get my real anime wife. Do you? Is that a goal of yours? Aphid VR is already a thing. That's currently a reality, kind of. Thank you for the 2. Oh boy. Hey, Vsauce, Michael. I actually went on a Vsauce binge the other day. That was kind of exciting to watch all those old ones again. I enjoyed that.
This is so good.
So you got cake. Sig's certainly getting food now too. Oh man. You guys are just doing a
You
number.
know I can't go a whole show without snack.
Is that a thing? I haven't noticed that. Wow. Huh.
You probably don't notice because I usually don't have to get up to get snacks, but I had to pee. So I got up and got snacks. Normally I have at least like a protein bar or like a fruit and nut bar, like some sort of snack. It's because I'm so...
You're making me want to...
I know.
I wonder if I have any snacks around here.
I'm severely ADD, and so if I'm like snacking on something, it helps me focus.
I did not go get snacks.
Sig
Why not?
got a TNT pillow that apparently needs to be acknowledged.
I've had the TNT pillow for a long time.
I want to get a TNT pillow like that.
I have a giant creeper.
It works really well for resting my elbow into, so that I can reach my mouse without like having, you know the feeling, Beast, where your arm is just like hanging there because it doesn't sit on the armrest when you're using your mouse or whatever.
That's what this towel's for, because this digs right into the side of my arm if it's not there. It hurts.
But no, the step away was to grab another Coca-Cola and make room for that said Coca-Cola.
Well, that's nice because expanding on the real anime wife thing, Aphid with a $10 super chat said, "I need the real deal, Boku no Pico." That means nothing to me. What does that mean? Do I want to translate that? Because my chat seems to understand what that means. What is...
I don't know.
Oh, it's a film series, Boku no Pico.
My Hero Academia. It's an anime.
Well, there you go.
Got it. Oh, my tiara almost slipped off.
I should show this. Is that an underage? Nope. Okay. Yep. Welcome to the fucking world of Aphid's waifu. I don't need any of that. I don't. Oof. What is that? I don't. There's a whole world out there that I am just not versed in, and it scares me sometimes. Oh my.
Are we done? Are we done with tiaras? Okay.
Oh, right. Oh, boo. You know what? I'm gonna have to actually start using. I found out that this is still at my desk. This is the Lululemon headband I wore for a while.
Bye.
Oh no!
Oh, lost.
Yeah.
Lost one.
Yeah,
all right, you're in.
Who? What?
I was gonna add you back in. Here, let me switch us to the full screen since. All right, here, you can just enjoy Moxie for the rest of the podcast. There we go. Let me just switch us at least back to this so you can see us all in one uncropped frame. Yeah. What is that? Oh my god. My chat. You know, I tried to read a comment and then almost immediately regretted it. All right.
Yes.
You guys. What? Oh man. I feel like we went down a couple of threads and I lost them. God damn it.
Yeah.
I got distracted a couple of times. I know, yeah. Vsauce, but out of context, is bloody hilarious. Well, because Michael is such a weird guy just in general. His humor is way weirder than anybody might know. If you guys have watched some of the older Vsauce episodes, or not even Vsauce, just him making... Yeah, it's...
We'll see you after dinner.
Yeah,
love you.
Enjoy your food. It's strange.
It was nice meeting you.
Yeah. I remember him being bald. Yeah, I don't know. He's always been kind of bald. You know, Vsauce just like Michael from Vsauce got married and has a kid and is like a full-blown adult. And
yeah, people do that.
It's weird. And they don't like announce it on
No, they
YouTube
don't.
or anything. They just do that privately?
No.
Yeah, sometimes.
He has the Dong channel. Yeah, I love that. No, it's actually the Ding channel and was never actually named anything that may or may or not be advertiser friendly. They couldn't get the @Dong on Twitter because, I don't know, that ad had to be disabled for some reason. I don't know. And so now they, now they have the Ding channel. So, but you know what they're talking about. You get it. You get it. Oh, you know, I was thinking about right before the show. I was in a group call with a bunch of people, and they had the Alexa bot playing. Somebody wanted to get something. All of
you were muted.
Oh yeah, no, not a word.
There was like 10 people in that call with the Alexa bot, and they were all muted. I was like, "What the fuck is happening down there?"
Nobody had to be muted. They're just everybody muted. It was great. And somebody wanted to get some bops going, so I could not cue Selena Gomez, and that's basically, we were jamming. Exactly. My friend digs your Milotic profile picture. I do too. Yeah, I have a couple of Milotics hidden in the background here.
Real quick before I forget to ask you about it, Minecraft, Lightmatica. You made a thing on how to use Schematica.
I did.
Do you understand Lightmatica very well?
I cannot make a video on that. I don't have any information. I suck with that mod. I barely know what I'm doing.
I've been struggling and teaching myself how to figure out what things are in it. But I spent 2.5 hours in it last night just trying to figure out what things did what.
If I could, I would make a video on it.
That's what I was going to say. Is I recommend that if you can take the time and learn it and make a video, it would be very helpful to a lot of people. The guy who made the mod did a video, but it's very not super helpful. It's helpful, but not super helpful. There are so many other options, and
that video on Schematica was almost entirely motivated by Matt asking me one day, and my frustration with a Minerva member, which at the time was like daily Minecraft players, constantly playing. I'm like, how does anybody in our group not know how to use this mod yet? This is unacceptable. So I made a video on it, and it was one of those things where I was shocked. Like, people had covered Schematica, there were mod reviews, but there was nothing focused on teaching you that mod, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do it then. And
my first video going to be Lightmatica. God, I wish I knew it well enough to make a video about it. Fuck.
Yeah.
It could be my struggle with learning to do the most basic things in Lightmatica. That could be a video.
There you go. Oh, I wonder if his doorbell rang, if he got a package. Oh, no, because you said it.
Yeah, no, I checked again, and the email says Wednesday now instead of Monday. I was all fucking excited, but apparently something has changed, and, because it messaged me and said it's out for delivery. And I was like, all right, cool. And then I checked and had another email that says it'll be out on Wednesday, and I was like, wait, what?
I just had to spend $65 on getting a spool of elastic so I can keep making masks. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I got this mask from my boss
last time.
This right here is a thing. Do you see that little tiny? Yeah. And it's also part of the problem is these are too short.
Yeah. No.
They're too tight. Like they dig into the back of your ear, and it holds it too tightly against your face. So I don't know if that's something you want to be checking into and making sure it doesn't happen to you. I mean, I have faith in your abilities, but just, a heads up on things I've noticed about other people's craftsmanship.
Well, the problem with the ear loops is that everyone needs different sizes, and we clearly do not have the time to sit there and measure your head. Also, that wouldn't be very good social distancing.
Yeah.
So we have to just take the average and go with that.
Yeah. I did see a buddy of mine has dreadlocks that are like down to like his hips. And he had tied his dreadlocks into 2 little ponytails on the back of his head and hooked the mask onto that instead of his ears. It was the funniest shit ever.
That's so funny. I mean, I can make you a little elastic thing with 2 buttons on it to put on the back of your head to loop it all the way around. But it'll be
that'd be kind of cool.
I'll see if I have enough buttons to do that.
I mean, you don't have to go out of your way and do that for me. You've got enough that you're handling for so many other people who are more in need than me.
Oh my god, we just sent out 15 masks today.
Yeah. Please, for the love of all things good, be amazing to see you start making cooking videos. Imagine cooking with Sig. Oh, you don't want to imagine cooking with Sig. I'm an asshole in the kitchen.
I'm a hot mess.
It got here. It's not even.
It did show up.
It's here.
Son of a bitch. I told you the thing said today, and then later I got another email that said Wednesday. I was like, well, what the fuck?
Oh man.
It showed up.
Let me see if I can unbox this a little bit. I'm afraid of it contracting the corn virus, but it's okay. I'll brave it for you.
Oh. I'm like Gordon Ramsay? In a way, yes. Like Gordon Ramsay.
Well,
as skilled as? No. As angry as? Yes.
What do I even have here? Emergency guide.
Emergency guide?
I don't... Okay. Oh, it gives you an estimated yearly electricity use?
Oh, yeah. That comes with every refrigerator.
I was never...
Oh, I guess I don't have to match Griffin.
There's no...
What?
Cable.
My kitty stuff. I took it off.
Oh.
They left, so...
I bet the cable would be inside of the refrigerator.
Sig, you just seem like you are a full-blown adult. Like, you would just know this stuff.
Well, I mean, it is a box.
Oh my gosh, cable, there's no way there's a cable in there. Right there. Wow. This thing is so tiny. It's
energy,
rated...
not emergency.
Energy guide?
There's no way I misread that. I have a perfect brain with nothing going on right now.
Yeah.
Okay, it was an energy guide. Lately, I have been getting increasingly worried because...
So, I think that would fit perfectly in that little corner where the Angry Bird is as a perch for the Angry Bird.
I agree, because that box of chocolates needs to go inside of my stomach, and it's not going to have a spot forever.
Yeah, Han, you said which one it was, and I was like, oh, it's this one. It's got to be. So I just ordered that
Got
one.
a little handle on it and everything. This is so good. Should I try and plug it in?
Double check the switch on it and make sure it's on cool and not heat, because it has the two options.
I see that. It has an off right now.
Yeah.
Is this going to work with an extension cable?
I don't know.
No, not same.
Because it's going to have to. Alright. I've got 2 cables. Oh, wow. So this has, like, the car port for it to go inside of a...
Yep.
That's...
You can plug it into the cigarette lighter in a car for long-distance travel.
Okay, I mean, I'm sorry, but that's badass. So if this thing can... Okay, if this thing can get powered from a car battery, I can use an extension cable. That's for sure.
Yes.
Alright. So that's perfect, because I have an open port right here. This is cool. I normally wouldn't do this right in the middle of a show, but I mean, this was talked about on stream, sent by you. This is perfect.
I mean, I messaged you beforehand saying that it told me it was coming today, and I was excited about the fact that it might be something on the stream.
So I could use this for, like, really just, like, weird uses, you know? I could have, like, an open can of soda like I do here, and then just set it back inside of the fridge. Just constantly keep it cold.
You know, when you said weird uses, I was thinking more towards, like, the heat feature of you just, like, putting plates of food in there and being like, I'm hungry, and, like, pulling out a plate of, like, spaghetti.
That's what I thought was going to be super funny when I saw that it had the option of the heating or cooling.
I just figured...
You would catch my ass with it, like, right here, and I'd be like, guys, I'm hungry, and pull out, like, fucking heated up lasagna. Some enchiladas, like...
I don't think that this would replace a microwave like that.
No. For keeping something warm that was already heated.
You put it in there before the show.
This is quite the design element. That's gonna cause issues, but...
What, the
yeah, it's
cable?
not gonna be able to sneak in there very far, but...
You just poke a hole in the back of your...
Yeah, let me just do that.
What, you don't have a drill on hand? What's wrong with you?
Actually I do, but not.
I figured your dad would.
I've got one within 10 feet of me.
As do I, yeah.
Mine's in the garage, but...
Alright, let's plug this in like so. Uh-oh.
I'm fine.
Oh, are you talking about a drill? No. All right.
Oh, no, I started singing along to my song. So I asked my husband to make my coffee earlier, and I was like, "Can you put it in my It's Not Cancer mug?" And he said, "Your what mug?"
The one that says it's not cancer.
I don't think he realized that I had added that to my cup.
All right, so if I stick my hand in there, will it be instantly cold?
No.
No.
How do you think refrigeration works? Do you still think that there's a little guy that turns the light on and off in the fridge for you?
No.
Right.
Oh, there we go. That's a good spot for that. This my dad got me actually. It's like a little lawn chair for your desk, and you set your phone in it.
That's cute.
I kind of want that.
There is nowhere on my desk where this thing fits, and my desk is mostly flat, so I can just do that. So I don't. This needs to go somewhere else.
Is your dad very partial to you having that chair thing?
Oh, he doesn't give a shit.
Okay, because when I come visit, I'll just take it home with me because I like it and I want it.
Oh, this is just off frame, and so yeah, no, that's a little slider that we.
If you weren't supposed to eat at night, why is there a light in the fridge? Whoever said you weren't supposed to eat at night?
When you're supposed to eat.
If I didn't eat at night, I'd only eat one meal a day. I don't get up. I'm a
so
night.
this isn't very heavy. I'm
Nocturnal.
afraid that I'm gonna have to use 2 hands to. Curious if it started. It's a little chilly in there. I think it's begun its process. It's very
Just
quiet.
leave it closed.
Put the yellow bird in the chair.
All right.
Put the chair on top of the fridge and put the bird in it.
Yeah, put the chair on top of the fridge and put the bird in the chair.
That's gonna work like you think it will. Yeah, proportions are a bit weird right now. I'll show you. That'll probably not work. We'll try it.
Rude.
Throw the bird in the fridge and say, chill.
Oh god. That barely works.
Well enough.
Oh, that's going to slide off. There's no way.
You're
that's
gonna slide off.
Yeah. I'm not that
Sorry,
excited.
I don't know why I'm childish today.
No, you're just
I think it's
all
because I
bouncy.
got my energy back. Not that I have a lot of energy, but after
that
like,
gives
my
him-
most
sorry.
recent almost die, like I was so low energy for
gives
several
him-
weeks.
Just a slight tilt, and it's so perfect. So now he's not just flat; he's like crooked, staring at you. That's great.
My bangs hide my crazy eyebrows.
Yeah, I've had like I don't know, it's like a gum or sore for a little while. Did I miss something?
I got my emergency back.
Rose just got her emergency back, that's all.
Get it?
No, I don't actually.
Because you said
Emergency guide,
instead of
an energy
energy.
guide.
And so I said I got my energy back, so he said I got my emergency back.
Oh, that's good. That's so
Thank
good.
you.
It was all of us making fun of you.
No,
Yes.
I've been weird lately. It's like I'm not reading properly. I'm not able to focus. I don't know. Maybe it's because I've been inside.
Yeah. Han has a good point about the fridge, though. It does seem to not weigh a lot, so maybe putting sticky on the feet of it so that it holds in place better would be a good idea.
Because that's gonna be needed. Because like I barely bump this thing. I'm not pulling very hard. It just moves wherever. It's nice that it's lightweight.
What's this stuff? Blue tack, like what you use for hanging posters and whatnot. Just get some of that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Is that easy to remove?
Yeah, that's why people use it to hang posters and stuff.
Perfect. Getting senile. Honestly, I've been doing really
You know
stupid
what?
stuff. and
Have
I'm
you
not happy
read
about
any
it.
books recently? Like read? No. It's like any other skill you need to practice. If you're not reading a lot,
It was just indicative of other stuff. Like I've been just not remembering everything perfectly.
because you have to exercise your brain, you dingleberry.
Maybe nothing's
So read a-
challenging me.
No,
It's
because
Fortnite.
the only thing you're reading is chat. And chat, I love you, but your vocabulary is not exactly extensive.
It
so
sucks.
it's not challenging him at all.
Some of the things I've read are challenging. They're that difficult to understand.
You know, I was gonna say, have you tried to read anything No Cool writes?
Oh no.
That's a different kind of challenging. So like read a book, even if it's something like Harry Potter that's only a 5th grade level. Like it's gonna help.
Well, it's not just reading. It was just other stuff. My aim was off a little the other day, and it's just like I'm not all connected.
You're not sharp.
I'm not sharp. That's the thing. I always notice it when I start forgetting things. When little details start escaping me, I need to get outside and move and connect body to brain a little bit, because I am right now, it's bad. I did not stream yesterday.
I really like wearing my tiara.
I'm getting tired too early. I need a Mountain Dew when I woke up like 4 hours ago. Like I shouldn't be tired, but I am, and it's just, I don't know. I gotta get some juices flowing, I think. But
are thou exquisite writing skills? Come on.
Ira, you can't.
I'm not even gonna try.
Wherever you know, I should watch Spartacus. That show is like poetry, the way it's written. That's good.
Oh, Deadwood.
Maybe you should just read a book.
Deadwood has a lot of Shakespearean speech in it.
Name one book. No, okay.
Name one book?
Name one book.
What kind of book are you looking for? I can name a lot of books.
You don't know any books. Name one title.
The House of Leaves by Danielewski.
We want to do Shakespeare. You could do
The Tempest.
Romeo and Juliet, The Tempest. You could do The Taming of the Shrew. I really like that one.
I probably won't read a book. I just need to get outside, exercise a bit more. It is nice outside. I might do that after the show.
Blood Flow.
What? She's all hands on hips at me right now. I'm scared.
I am hands on hips because you're like, name a book, and like.
It was like that memes. Like, it was like honestly, this is like the worst of the memes, but it was the only one I could think of. It was like, oh, you're a gamer. Name every game.
Oh yeah.
You know, I was like, oh, read a book, huh? Yeah, name one book.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father, refuse thy name, or if there will not be but sworn my love, and thou shalt no longer be a Capulet.
I'm telling you, day one quarantine ends, she's going to a theater and signing up for whatever they're showing.
See, instead of learning that, I learned Jabberwocky by Lewis Carroll.
God. I love that. Ira somehow, in her words, I graduated with a English qualification somehow.
A English qualification, just the A.
Ira, if the sound that you're enunciating is a vowel, it always is preceded by an. Okay? A is for, what is it? Consonants. Consonant sounds. I learned that in 4th grade, and it changed my life. I was like, that's the rule. Okay.
Everything you learned in 4th grade changed your life.
I know, right? Everything's formative at that time.
The fuck you mean?
Honestly, it wasn't 4th grade. I learned that like way later, and it was just like, oh, I'm just gonna assume I always knew that and just go from there. Like, I knew it was right, but I never knew I knew the rule. And then when somebody said it, I was like, oh,
no,
got it. Yeah. It happens a lot when people type out stuff like MVP or whatever. It's like, oh, I'm an MVP. But if you're like reading out the term, it's like, oh, you're an most valuable player. Like, yeah. I never know which one to do. I don't know.
Well, it's because you're making the M sound that's spelled EMM.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't know. It gets explained different.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It happens with a lot of that, like Save the World. You know, it's like, oh, I'm an STW player. I'm like, oh, you're an Save the World player, because that's how I read it, and it's, I don't know. I don't know the rule for that one. I'd be curious, actually.
I'd like to go to the ATM machine.
Right? ASAP as possible.
That is a very pretty tiara.
It is so cute. It looks so good.
Super fetch.
That's my thing. It's for total dorks. All right, let me see if it's any colder.
Cute. Oh my god! You're like, so Clark.
I'm all obsessed by it. It's new and it's interesting.
Clark got his new iPad today, and so I had to like run updates and download everything. And he kept being like, "Let me check my iPad. Let me check my iPad." And I was like, "Babe, it's downloading updates." And he's like, "Let me just check it." That's how you are with your fridge right now, B. Let me check it. Let me check it, honey. It's gonna take a little bit. Let me check it.
Let me take a selfie.
Progressively colder.
First, let me take a selfie.
It wasn't any colder than it was before. I'm curious if it's actually running.
Let me take a selfie.
Wait, what's actually plugged into this extension cable? It could be literally unplugged. Honestly, I don't know what those cables are. I'll just assume it's fine. It's fine. Is it raining? Okay, so apparently I won't be going out after the show. Apparently.
Oh my god, Sig, what? What did I do, Euro?
Uh-oh.
Did I say let me take a selfie?
We actually had some, there's a fan, so you should hear it. Alright.
Oh my god,
That's later
Becky.
Then. We had some, how do I phrase
also,
this?
there's a light in the back.
Yeah, that was on. We had some flash blizzards recently. Just suddenly a ton of snow. Overnight, we got like 6 inches. Nice warm day, went out for a walk. Next day, we were covered in snow.
Oh, it stormed like hell last night. We had a tornado warning and everything.
Whoa, the whole mood of everything just changed. I can hear the wind and the rain, and my dad opened the door. Wow! The whole state of today just went from, nice, lovely day to storm.
I love how unaffected my child was by the tornado warning. I saw a post from all the other parents that were like, "Oh, we were so scared, huddled in the bathroom, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, my kid just sat on top of the dryer and played Minecraft on his iPad. Like, he was just straight chilling.
Was that last Thursday?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they were doing that. My dad looked it up. They were doing, like, just storm awareness day or something. And
No. We literally had a tornado warning. Maybe it wasn't last Thursday. Maybe it was the Thursday before.
Because they were running our warnings here, and it was totally just a test.
No, it was so we were under. Yeah, it was last week.
Last Thursday.
We were under tornado watch. I had gotten up. We talked about this a little bit last podcast. I had gotten up and I saw that we were under tornado watch. So I went to go explain to Clark what would happen if we were under tornado warning. Because Clark's pretty intelligent. And if you explain to him what's happening, he's like, yeah, okay, cool. So I explained to him what would happen. And I was like, oh, and if we go under tornado warning, mom and dad's phone is going to make a really loud noise. And then we're going to have to go to the laundry room with the dogs. Literally, as I went to stand up from telling him this, me and my husband's phone went, boop, take shelter now. And I was like, oh.
Well, here we go.
To the laundry room we go. And he was like, yeah, okay. And I was like, grab your blanket, let's go. And I like threw a box of protein bars and some water in there, grabbed the dogs. And the laundry room's pretty small. So I put Clark on top of the dryer to sit down. And he was like, yeah, there was a bunch of clean clothes on there folded, waiting to get put away. So it just kind of made like a comfy little space for him. And he had his iPad and he was just chilling. And I brought my laptop in and we watched Hunchback of Notre Dame and he played Minecraft and we just chilled. So everyone else was like, yeah, my kid was so scared. And I was like, we were just chilling.
It was a fun little experience.
My mother and my brother hauled ass to Florida when there was a hurricane coming or whatever coming here. And like mom was like, oh my God, it's gonna hit and the house might get blown over and blah 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 blah. And I was like, well, I'm staying here.
Right.
You know, I talked to y'all during all of that a couple different times.
Light wind.
And mom was like, oh my God, da 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 da. What if the house gets blown over? And I was like, then I'll be upside down.
Oh, what?
What if the house? What if there's a flood? I can swim.
That was an informed decision, though, right? Like you weren't gonna get slammed.
My decision? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I knew what could happen.
Every time there's hurricane warnings, we dip the fuck out. I told him, so we're supposed to have a really bad hurricane season this year. And I told my brother-in-law who lives in Tennessee, I was like, looks like we're coming for our annual visit. Because the last 2 years in a row, every time there's a hurricane, because we live in North Carolina. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. Wow, that's weird. Anyways, every time there's a hurricane, we just dip out.
Yeah, just go somewhere. Yeah. But no, Akova says it right. Some people teach their kids to be scared. Others teach their kids to deal.
Yeah,
I guess as simple as it is.
Because I was scared shitless, but I'm not gonna show Clark that it's something to be scared of. If he could stay calm, like, yeah, let's just.
I have found very rarely does panicking ever help any situation.
I also feel like a lot of parents don't explain to kids what's happening. So like the kids are just like chilling, playing, and then mom's like screaming, "Get in the bathroom!" like freaking out. I took the time to sit and talk to Clark. It was funny. He already knew what a tornado was. I sat down with him and I was like, "Do you want to know what a tornado is?" And this kid, I don't know where he learns this stuff, but he's so smart. He goes, "Yeah, it's when there's really strong wind and it can pick things up and it can throw things." And I was like, I mean, yeah, that's right. And he was like a car. And I was like, yeah, that is actually 100% right. It is strong winds that can cause damage. And he was like, yeah, I know. He's so confident. Yeah, he's got the confidence of like a fucking professor. He's like, I know. And
you don't tell me, I tell you.
Right.
Thanks for coming to my lesson, Mom. Yeah.
My mom isn't scared of spiders, but that's individual stuff.
You're scared of spiders, Chris? Oh boy, we gotta get him stabbed or bit by a spider.
He has not seen Wizard of Oz.
What are we doing here then?
What is this all been for? Twister?
Oh my god, that was my sister's favorite movie when we were younger.
They had the ride at Disney at Epcot, I think, many years ago. And it wasn't really a ride so much as an experience or whatever.
Are you sure you're not thinking of Universal?
Was it Universal? It might have. Yeah, it might have been Universal Studios. Yeah, but I remember going to it at some point when I was young, and they had that whole like you're in the room and it's this like a theater style experience or whatever. But the wind and the rain and the fucking people running around on a stage kind of thing, and the whole floor shook and everything. It was crazy.
We went to one of those as a field trip. It was good. I found a spider walking on my PC yesterday. That was kind of fun, actually. I popped it open because the fans are going a bit louder than they should, and it was hotter than it should have been. I touched a hard drive, and it was not good. And I found out my hard drive fan has been unplugged for some amount of time.
Oh, no.
I never lost any data, but figured, because I have a fan on the front of my, if you can picture the top of a PC, there's 2 spots for a fan, hard drive fan goes right into the hard drive bay. It's probably not needed. Hard drives don't need that much of cooling, but figured I should probably plug that in. And somehow, in the process of it, I don't know what I bumped or what, but some lights started blinking on my motherboard, walked around to the front, the wall of monitors all went black with a spinning. I was like, oh shit, what did I do? What am I doing? It restarted itself, turned back on, hard drives were red, so they turned on, I could see data. I was like, okay, shut it back off. Let's try that again. Let's plug this in while the computer's off, as some would recommend doing. And then, I got the fan in, it started spinning. I don't know what my temps were. I didn't check before, but they're good now. I mean, that was stressful. But it's kind of indicative because when I pulled up SpeedFan, I could actually see my CPU temps again, which it hasn't been displaying for a long time. So I wonder if that fan not being plugged in was causing issues. It was probably good to... Did you plug it in while I was plugged in? I think he did. I don't think he meant that. Yeah, the computer was on.
Did you plug in the hard drive while the computer was plugged into the wall?
No. It was a fan. It was a fan. But I think I tried to. I think I connected. I think I made rough contact enough for it to be like, oh shit, something's happening. I thought it was just a fan. It wouldn't matter. But the hard drive, the whole computer restarted, and I was like, okay, all right. I had editing software, Fortnite, 2 streams open, Discord, and it was yeah, it was, I didn't want to close everything.
Okay, Han, you're typing too fast to spell things right. Calm down.
I think never touch the motherboard while it's on.
The motherboard while it's on.
I know. I just didn't, I thought, I didn't think a fan would matter, but apparently it did. At least I didn't break anything that I've noticed.
Why am I losing my voice?
Ira, you are afraid of things. You're afraid of being on the stream.
Oh, called out!
Boom!
Damn. You do her like that.
Out.
So, I don't know. That was my exciting computer story. I gotta dust that thing out, which, as it's raining, is apparently not gonna be happening today. Oh, and since we finally sold my bunk bed, I can actually install my hard drives. Yeah.
My husband just ordered a whole bunch of new computer gear for us. Clark's getting his computer.
Finally.
Finally! My 4-year-old's finally getting a computer.
Get that kid online. Do it on stream?
Oh my
I can't.
God.
Because I have to turn my computer off in order to... Literally impossible, no cool. Trust me, I'll be unplugging a hard drive. Alright, stay with me now. And then I'll be plugging another hard drive in. And then an 8.5-hour file transfer happens. Riveting stuff. Exciting shit here. Yeah, that'll take all night. Probably won't even start it until I go to bed.
When Clark gets his computer, if you guys are part of my Discord, you're probably going to randomly see Baby Burrito in voice chats.
There you go. Join John's Discord. Be a part of that. No, my hard drives, actually, I couldn't have gotten it any sooner because they're in the red now. 240 gigs free each. Which sounds like a lot, but that's, at my current pace of video production, like 4 months. Tops. So I need to get those swapped.
Where do you sign what, Barry?
I think he's to play with your kid on Minecraft.
Mm.
Uh-oh. I was like, where can I get in on that?
Well, I gotta make sure that you're PG. Because as much as I swear, it is a 4-year-old. You gotta get whitelisted.
I'll have to talk to Barry about that. Ah, I love that. Oh, the next podcast will begin in 1 minute 45 or 1 hour 45 minutes 58 seconds ago. That's when it'll start. I think Citric might want to check that.
Yeah, Barry, and you can help him with his Spanish.
I should play with Clark. He'll kill the creepers for me. I just imagine Clark running blindly into the crowd of creepers and blowing them up.
That's exactly what he would do.
He'll protect me.
Maybe. I don't know. He is advancing really quickly in there. He's been playing a mod pack called Direwolf. And
Direwolf 20? Direwolf 20?
Speaking
I love
language.
Direwolf 20's mod packs.
Yeah. Yeah, he loves it. I have 137 words. Cursing words
That is a language he's fluent yet? Is he fluent?
No, because I'm not fluent, so he's not fluent. We speak a lot of Spanglish. My sister-in-law's been really busy, so we haven't gotten to practice as much as I'd like. What?
In one sweep, we just went from Spanish to, can I teach him Finnish, Swedish? Ears like, can I teach him Lithuanian? Let's just load the kid up with languages.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I want him to learn as many languages as possible.
Yes, Hobbs, I saw that.
That's true.
One of my friends lives in Canada, and she was complaining because she lives with her parents. And I was like, you can be my nanny. And I was like, hold on. Do you speak any other languages? Because my nannies need to speak at least one other language.
I want the Tiger King's nanny.
That's not the Tiger King. That's
the Jeff Lowe. Tiger King.
Lowe. Yeah, Jeff Lowe.
Documentary is where I was going with that. I want the nanny from the Tiger King.
No, but I want Clark exposed to as many languages as possible. That's more beneficial in the long run. To be like, what's it called? A polyglot? When they just speak so many languages? Polyglot.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, a polyglot. And so if he speaks that many languages, fuck
Why
yeah.
did they give it such an ugly word? Boy, that's so
It's
close to
Latin.
polygamist.
It's from Latin.
Boy.
Yeah, Barry, we speak Mexican Spanish.
You
so
got
you could...
P? We're getting close
Spanish.
to oligarch. Isn't there
No.
Oh, Portuguese!
I always
We are Portuguese,
like the
but we
root
don't
word of
speak it.
epiglottis.
I always liked multilingual. That's a fun word.
So Clark will be multilingual, hopefully.
Hopefully. Yeah, if you tell somebody you know Lithuanian, I was going to say they'd be impressed. Really, they'd be like, why? why do you know that?
That's exactly what I was about to say, is most people would just be like, why?
You spent how much
That's
time
right,
on
Hobbs.
that? Okay. All right.
I speak American and not well.
True.
Well, what's not
I
well?
just...
Oh, it's like, you know, when you're sick. It's just like, hey.
I speak 4 languages.
I think I told you guys about it, but like his school told me to stop speaking other languages to him, and I told them to fuck off.
It is few words.
Yeah. I didn't use as many words, but it was on my face. I was just like, I looked at them like they were fucking stupid, and I was like, we're not gonna stop speaking other languages at home. Like, that's just not gonna happen.
See, that's the thing, Mira. If you curse me out in Lithuanian, I won't know.
Don't shut down Lithuanian down like that. Good English.
That poor girl. She admitted she's having trouble with English right now.
Love you.
No, cool. Sign language was his first language. He understands sign language.
No, that's SIG language.
Oh, SIG language. Ha ha ha! I filled it in the end.
So anybody who types sign in chat, it's gonna at SIG if you're on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's funny.
If anybody types sign, insignia, psi, anytime you see SIG, I get a little orange box around those 3 letters every time somebody says anything with SIG in it.
At least Beast isn't so common, but it happens too. Like, they won't even be talking to me and it'll highlight it orange.
Teach him sarcasm. I don't know, Chris, have you met me?
With that kind of response, I'll bet he already knows it. I think that's where she was going. Sarcasm will just happen. Although it's a sign of high intelligence, I've heard. To take what somebody said and then immediately go the opposite way. It's not something everybody can do. Although that might have just been bullshit. I don't know where I heard that.
This kid is so funny. Like, he blows me away. He's learning at such an exponential rate right now that it blows me away.
It's good.
He's so funny.
Told us Beast teach him. He's really... What are we talking about here? I pride myself on my English knowledge. But I don't know anything else.
It's all right. I mean, I might have a stutter, but I'm quite educated. Like, it's fine. I got it.
You can't tell if you're sarcastic or not, Chris. Well, Chris is just a lot like Dabule, where like the two of them have succumbed so much to the memery of the internet that they just say shit and hardly care half the time. It's like, what did you mean, Chris? That's whatever. I'm sure it was funny or not, or whatever. Uh-oh, we're humming. What's going on there? What does this sound?
Yeah.
Where did that go from? What? Say give a saucer outside.
That wasn't my house.
I think it was me. I think something... Lawnmower, maybe?
That was too humming for a long...
That was definitely on Donna's end.
Maybe it was a helicopter? I don't know.
Ghost. Yeah, it was definitely a ghost. Uh-oh. Oh. What is it?
Can anyone here or anyone in general? Because there's plenty of people in the world who can speak 13 languages, but no one here speaks 13 languages. Maybe collectively we speak 13 languages.
Well, what do you class as a language?
Actual recognized languages.
1. I'm very good at 1. That's good there.
I speak English, sarcasm, bullshit, and real talk.
Oh, God.
I wish they'd be a lot better about multilingual teaching here in America. Starting us off with... They don't
start early enough.
7th grade was way too late. I was a teenager. I was already hard in my ways. It's too late.
There's a school nearby that has a Spanish immersion program starting in kindergarten. I actually need to look into that. Thank you for reminding me. But so my friend's kids go to it. So I was going to use my friend's address to enroll my kid in that school, but that would require me getting up at like 6:30 every morning to get him ready. So we'll see.
This picture's Sig sent.
Oh, I didn't see.
Sign, significant, Sig, sign, my sign, Sig. Everything is just orange.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's what happens. All the time I'm sitting here in chat, somebody says just some random thing that has SIG in the middle of it, and I'm like, that doesn't need to tag me for that. What the fuck?
I might have bit my tongue recently. I tried to bring it up earlier, but there's like my tongue / gum in the left side of my mouth has just been hurting since yesterday, and
Ouch.
Yeah, it's just sore now. I think it was swollen from something, and I brushed it like really well back there, and so now it's just my tongue, and I don't know. I'm sure it'll go away.
Oh, wisdom teeth. Yeah.
No, they're gone.
Your gum. Oh, okay.
They're gone. So
I got mine taken out when I was 24, when I was 24. And I looked like a chipmunk because I already have a pretty round, chubby face, right? For how small I am.
I haven't noticed.
Sarcasm. And so when I got my wisdom teeth out, I had all 4 taken out at once. And literally it was just like straight up giant chipmunk cheeks.
Really? Yeah, I was kind of okay. Yeah, my procedure went really well. It was fun talking to Benz about it because he was dreading it for months for a while. I don't know if you remember that. And then it just happened and he was like, no, that was fine. Like, he didn't even have all that much pain as I recall. Just a couple of days and he was good to go. It was nice.
I was so sick from the anesthesia.
Oh boy, yeah.
It was terrible. So like I didn't have like that funny haha afterwards of like drugged up. The nurse was a bitch. I think she thought I was babbling because my husband's name is Era, and that's not a common name. And so I was asking for my husband when I came to. I was asking for Era, and she was just kind of like, yeah. And I was super sick from the anesthesia. My body doesn't handle it well, so I was like trying to barf, not barf. I just wanted to go home.
That, I would have just assumed air. Like, yeah, you're getting air. You're fine.
Right. So she was just kind of bitchy. Like, just give me my fucking husband so I can go home.
So I made this really old... Why do I say like... I mean, yeah, it was a while ago. A long time ago, I made this video on not getting burned out in Minecraft. And I had a whole story on that in how I'd gone to the dentist. And I just got this random comment of somebody saying that they needed to put on a Minecraft video while they were at the dentist. And then they just got knocked out and the dentist was okay with it. Hey, whatever distracts you while we're about to knock you out, we don't care.
Whatever.
And I was like, I alone was already like, what a weird video to just randomly put on. Then I rewatched it thinking like, this was a video I talked about the dentist. Like, why is this... Maybe he had been commenting that because of my story. And then recently I got another comment on it on somebody like giving tips on like ways that you could get anesthesia without having to get the shot in your gum. And I was like, this is such an old random video. Why do people keep coming back to this? It's got like 2,000 views. This is not...
Well, anesthesia is the one that puts you to sleep. They don't put it in your gums. It's intravenous.
So what do they inject in your... It was like a numbing kind of thing.
That's Novocaine.
Yeah, he had like a whole paragraph of things I was so distracted to the fact that it was commented on this video again. I was like,
well, Novocaine is a topical anesthetic or an injected anesthetic. Like it is an anesthetic, but when you go to an anesthesiologist, they generally deal in gases and intravenous.
Knocking you all the way.
Regardless, I was just blown away by, of all videos, why are we collecting here to talk about dental work? Like, I don't know. Any Minecraft video from 2 years ago, if I ever get a comment, then I'm like, oh, okay, break from Fortnite. Okay, I see. Okay, let me respond to this comment. I do occasionally.
It wasn't until I had my wisdom teeth taken out that I found out that I don't handle anesthesia well. And I spoke to my mother afterwards and she was like, oh yeah, none of us handle anesthesia well. And like told me when I was little and I had surgery, I got really sick. And I was like, you don't think this is something I should have known before I let them put me under? Because when you get really sick from anesthesia, especially with like all the issues I have, if they're going to put you under, they intubate you the moment you fall asleep. Because I get sick from the anesthesia, I could throw up while I'm knocked out and I can't react to it. And then I'd choke and die.
That's a bad way to go.
So I have to be intubated. So
be glad Walter White wasn't your doctor.
What?
He watched a bitch choke out that way on the show. He just let her die. Motherfucker just watched it happen.
But yeah. Which is funny because with all the Rona going on and everybody's talking about like getting intubated and whatnot, and I'm like, that sucks. And they're like, how would you know? I've been intubated several times.
Yeah, that's not fun.
I've had multiple surgeries, and every surgery I have to be intubated because I have a history of GERD. I don't handle anesthesia well, and I have asthma. any one of those things makes me high risk for aspiration.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you breathe in your vomit and die.
Bad. Not good. Don't recommend that at all.
Not good. And so, like, having all three, they're like, oh yeah, not risking it. Fucking tube in this bitch.
Tube in this bitch.
Luckily, they wait till I fall asleep, and then in the moment I fall asleep, they shove it down. But it hurts.
I did have a happy story though. My dental thing there was I that shot in the gum just kills me. It's the whole thing. I don't want anything to do with that if we can avoid it. And when the doctor looked at it, he's like, "Oh, your filling is really not that bad. We can probably do it without." And I was like, "Yes." Yeah, and it was basically just the whole procedure was say when if you need it kind of thing. And no, I mean it was a little.
I had to have.
It wasn't so bad.
I had to have an entire. Right, I'd have an entire tooth extraction with no numbing, no medication. Because I was pregnant when I had it done. And
that's gotta be the worst.
It wasn't that bad. I actually have a really high pain tolerance. So they were monitoring my blood pressure the whole time because I was pregnant. They wanted to make sure I wasn't gonna stroke out. And the nurse the whole time was like, "You're handling this really well." And I'm like, just do it. Just be done. Good times.
Yeah, great stuff. Oh man. Dental
Guys,
stories
it's looking
are
like we're getting right to that time.
We are at that time.
I apparently have a lot going on in my house that I've had to mute myself for over the past couple of minutes.
No.
So I have to go.
Yeah.
Not allowed.
So I'm gonna go.
Let me check this cooling situation. It's getting colder. It's getting there. Minerva podcast episode Blaze It. Thank you guys for watching. We're out of here.
See you.